Welcome to this episode of the Ten Commandments series with George and Victoria. I'm George.
And I'm Victoria. Today, we're delving into a fundamental commandment that resonates deeply within our family structures and beyond. Honor your father and your mother.
Exactly, Victoria. The commandment isn't just about following rules, it's about understanding the sacred community God has placed us in. It shapes how we relate to love, respect, and authority in our lives.
Right. And there's an interesting aspect of this commandment. It comes with a promise. By honoring our parents, we're told, so that it may go well with you and you may enjoy long life on the earth. Isn't that profound?
It really is. It highlights how our relationships with our parents influence not just our emotional well-being, but also the quality and longevity of our lives. It makes you think about the ripple effect of our actions, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Family is essentially God's first classroom. It's where we learn crucial lessons about love, setting boundaries, and most importantly, respect. If we miss the mark at home, it can lead to challenges later in life, even with authority figures across society.
And that brings us to a very important point. Honoring doesn't mean agreeing with everything parents say or do. It's possible to disagree while still maintaining respect. This attitude can be incredibly healing.
Exactly, George. It's about treating the person in the role with dignity, even if their actions are not perfect. I think many listeners might relate to that, as it can be difficult to balance feelings of resentment with the call to honor.
Isn't it fascinating how so many people carry hidden resentment without realizing its impact? That resentment often becomes a blockade to both spiritual and emotional growth.
Yes, and forgiveness plays such a vital role here. It's not just about letting go, it's about actively restoring honor. When we forgive, we make the conscious choice to respect the role and reopen access to blessings in our lives.
Forgiveness is a big theme, and it's essential to remember that honor is tied to obedience to God. This isn't merely about parents being perfect, it's about recognizing their authority as instituted by God.
And let's talk about the cyclical nature of this honor. How we honor our parents can set an example for our children. If we show them respect, it encourages them to carry that forward into their own relationships.
Absolutely. Honor sustains generational blessings. When we practice dishonor, it can fracture those blessings. It's like a legacy of respect that we pass down, much like handing over a family heirloom. If we tarnish it, that inheritance can be spoiled.
An excellent analogy, George. Think about how important this behavior is today. Many of us come from families with complex dynamics. Learning to honor can significantly change how we view authority everywhere.
Definitely a relevant topic. Honor connects us to the divine order established by God. When we learn to respect authority figures in our lives, we're actually learning how to walk under God's order.
And you know, George, sometimes honoring parents can seem daunting, especially for those who might feel hurt. But it's about the attitude we bring to the table. It's truly about choosing humility and respect, even in tension.
Totally on point, Victoria. The tone we use, our attitudes, and our humility can create space for healing. We often underestimate the power of those simple choices.
And just think, each time we choose honor, whether at home or in wider circles, we're contributing to a culture that values respect and love. The positive effects can be enormous.
Indeed, it shapes communities. Rather than creating factions of dishonor and disrespect, encouraging a culture of honor can lead to harmonious interactions and relationships.
We've come to realize that each conversation about honor is equally important in nurturing our spiritual and emotional lives as well. It's a journey of growth, after all.
Exactly. Before we wrap up, let's reinforce what we discussed today. Honoring our parents involves understanding the authority structure as designed by God, and it's not merely about agreement, but about respect.
And let's not forget the profound impact of forgiveness. Releasing bitterness allows us to restore honor and walk back into the flow of divine blessing.
Absolutely. And remember, how we treat our parents will influence how our children treat us and others. It really is a cycle of honor or dishonor.
Beautifully said, George. Let us strive to open that door for blessings for our parents, our children, and ourselves. Until next time, keep reflecting on the power of honor.